Sword fighter, huge toy collecting reviews. Good or bad or giving legends. Restoration for memories.
Hi everyone, it's Sword Rider here, and for those of you that have seen my birthday haul video, you'll know this handsome man, David Shotton, sent me a birthday gift. And that package was full of wonderful toys, a Leonardo figure, a vintage Robocop, a Lego Deadpool figure, and a Medusa monster in my pocket. The standout item in there was this Masterpiece Road Rage figure. A figure that I hadn't got, a figure that I had no desire of picking up, but one I'm so happy I have in my collection now. It's a beautiful card bot, and it comes with one of my favourite things, a collector's card. You know I'm a massive fan of those. She comes packaged in a car mode, along with a toy accurate blaster, a blaster for the front of the car, some wing mirrors, and by far my favourite accessory, a mini Twincast. How cool is that guy? Now this toy was from Dave's personal collection, and he was in the process of transforming her to package her up and send to me when he broke off one of the shin guards. Now this rotates around for transformation, and basically in his gentle nature he snapped it off. He tried to reattach it with some blue tack, but unfortunately that didn't do the job, so I thought I'd have a go at fixing it properly myself. For those of you who don't know who Road Rage is, she was based off Generation 1 Tracks, who was based off a black Diaclone car, who would later be known as Load Pedal in the Masterpiece line, and eHobby basically released her as her own figure. So basically changed the sex of Tracks and created a red version, and that's basically all I know about her. The car itself is beautiful, and I really love flames on a sports car, as you can see here next to Masterpiece Hot Rod. She scales this well next to a Legends Bumblebee or Legends figure. Here's how she looks next to a Generation 1 toy, and just for fun, here she is next to Mask Vampire. Now Trax does have a third flying mode and also a stand, which she doesn't come with for some reason, but you can transform her into that flying mode as well, even though it doesn't hold together too well. Here she is next to a few aerial bots. Now let's get into the fix. So this is how the joint should work. It rotates round 180 degrees and then slides inwards, rotates inwards to fit into the inside of the leg for car mode. That's part of the transformation. So how I went about fixing this is I drilled a little recess into where the peg was and super glued one of these small magnets in place that I picked up from eBay for about $1.50 for 6. I then drilled the inside of this peg section out and super glued another magnet inside there, being careful that I glued them the right way round. And then basically the magnets do their job. The shin guard holds in place. And it really does work quite well. It does still rotate. You can choose to take it off and put it back in place, or you can try and spin it round. But the magnet is strong enough to actually hold it in place. If you want to transform it, you just flick that peg inside and then you use the magnet there, and it does hold in place in car mode. I'm really happy with this fix. It's not perfect. It's not exactly how it was before, but this was a broken toy, and this method, I believe, has worked better than any other one I could think of. So I'm really, really happy with the fix. So here is Road Rage next to the first version of this mould, Masterpiece Tracks. Probably one of the worst masterpieces I own. But Road Rage works so much better. The head sculpt works better, the proportions are better, even I prefer the weapon. Here she is next to the original Tracks from Generation 1. Here she is next to Captain Marvel. This is the binary version. Here she is with her good friend RC and something brown and hard. And here she is with a fuckload of Ewoks. So all in all, it's a beautiful toy. It was an amazing gift, and I'm so chuffed that she's in my collection. She's a beautiful robot. Not many fembots in my collection, but she's one that's definitely going to stay there. Thank you so much, Dave, for giving me Road Rage.